Chapter 185. At Misty Mountain, a faint green light column once again shot straight into the sky. The divine flower sensed this spiritual breath, wondering if it could be the Mantis? At the same time, the Mantis was straining with all its might, as if resisting death. Its screams echoed throughout the region. Only now did the divine flower confirm that it was indeed the Mantis. Was it evolving? The assassin Mantis suddenly shot off. What was it planning to do? Attack the divine tree? The divine tree managed to block in time. At this moment, the divine tree's gaze focused on the Mantis. Could it have failed? Had this creature been swallowed by that worm, lost its sanity, and attacked its own master? The Mantis had gone mad. Continuing to charge and intending to attack the divine tree once more, but this time it was captured. The divine tree looked at this younger brother with a bit of pity, speaking in a melancholy voice. What a pity! I won't let you suffer any more pain. This was the final grace that the divine tree bestowed upon a loyal servant, killing him as quickly as possible. But just at this moment, the divine flower ran over and stopped it. Master, wait a moment. It seems he is still fighting. Indeed, while the Mantis's eyes were chaotic and devoid of reason, its mutated mouth kept whispering, Divine tree, divine tree, so the divine tree would keep it a little longer. It was indeed not over yet. Suddenly, the tree roots wrapped around the shattered Mantis. The Mantis had successfully resisted. The divine flower opened its eyes wide in astonishment. This power was truly domineering, truly worth celebrating. The honey badger next to it hadn't even seen what was happening before it was hit in the face by a stone. The assassin Mantis, transcendent third order, its entire body had turned purple-blue, emitting an extreme deathly pressure. The divine tree was moved. Finally it has succeeded. The Mantis lifted its deep purple claw, looked at it for a while, then suddenly made a cut in the air. The cut was gentle and graceful but extremely fast, instantly cutting through space, creating a long spatial rift. The divine flower was excited to see this scene, not expecting that the Mantis, after evolving, would possess spatial abilities. The unlucky honey badger sulkily left. The fun was over. Its nose needed to be stopped from bleeding immediately. The divine tree looked at its younger sibling for a moment. Indeed, after consuming the space worm, it gained additional spatial abilities. The divine tree's interest was piqued. It felt that the nickname Gentle Breeze was no longer suitable for the Mantis. The Mantis, now entirely purple, with its scythe able to cut through space, should be called Purple Scythe, right? Indeed, from now on, it will call you Purple Scythe. The Mantis bowed its head, naturally without any objections. Being named by the Supreme Master was a great grace. The divine tree pondered. With this practical example, it seems that in the future, this priceless spatial ability will be produced more, not only because it can have more space worms, but also the ability to copy the talents of the Misty Mountain Research Space. The divine tree flicked its hand, opening its skill panel. Talent Absolute Evolution can change a part of ITS' own life form in a short time based on ITS' own perception. This new skill the divine tree got by absorbing the Black Snail King, one of the 7 kings of the deep sea. It seems that this skill has many practical applications. The divine tree must immediately practice a bit. The divine tree created a creature with 4 legs, a wolf's mouth, and a body entirely of black roots, rushing off. As for speed, there's no need to discuss, it's nearly supersonic. Testing a bit of attack ability with spiritual breath, instantly a loud explosion, the ground was deeply gouged. This form is completely different from the forms that the divine tree had created before. Unexpectedly, when changing form, the skills and fighting characteristics also change accordingly, or in other words, if copying the form of the opponent's abilities and attack methods are also copied. Indeed, this is an SSS-level skill, extremely domineering. Of course, to create a complete copy, the creator's perception of the object must also be complete. For the divine tree, this is more than satisfactory. The divine tree sensed that its younger siblings had returned, 9 Tails and Black Bull. Unexpectedly, these two are becoming more and more efficient in their work, truly reliable. The dragon's body was thrown heavily onto the ground. the black bull and 9 tails respectfully greeted their master, the divine tree encouraged them. "You've worked hard." The tree roots quickly lifted the white dragon's body. A large hole was gouged into its neck. Perhaps this fatal wound ended its life. "No, that's where the heart is," the divine tree asked in doubt. "Where is its heart?" The eldest sister, 9 tails, immediately reported, "Xiaoling has taken its heart away. She said she needs to use its heart for some transaction with the Federation." Hearing this, the divine tree didn't ask any more, just that, after 3 years of not meeting, he wondered how Xiaoling was doing, whether everything was arranged well. The panda and snake girls started to take out their phones and took a lot of pictures when they saw the dragon. These pictures will be hot today. The divine tree was fascinated by the white dragon, looking at each of its large scales. Do you know what the divine tree is about to do? He will dissect this dragon. Yes, it is the plan to copy this dragon, a legendary creature. To get the maximum power of the dragon, one must understand it thoroughly. After completing that, the divine tree will personally go to conquer deep into the north, then to the vast grasslands, and also take over the vast desert, subjugating all the tribes under its feet. All for one ultimate goal. Only those creatures on the same side with the divine tree can receive the spiritual tide for the 3rd time. End of chapter 185.